quick scan of Bear Hill Lodge there, which is where we're staying in Jasper. It's a very small cottage, but it's okay. I quite like it here. A bit rustic, small room, livable, very warm, nice fire, etc. And very picturesque in the snow. And apparently I did hear a strange a strange sound this morning. Thought it was some sort of train related sound, but it wasn't. When we had breakfast this morning, it was an elk. So I'm half in mind to sleep in my clothes this morning, and if I hear that if I hear that sound at 5 o'clock in the morning this morning, I might see if I can go out and see an elk. Anyway, I'm going to go have a wander around in Jasper, wake myself up. But it's snowing. If you want to imagine Jasper in your head, it's quite simple. Imagine it like Twin Peaks or Derry. Jack assures me that everyone vacated the streets at 8 o'clock last night, a bit like Derry and the curfew. So we'll find out if that happens tonight, and I'll tell you if it does. But yeah, very small, one street town. Now that's what it feels like. And just to keep things equal, the way I'd describe Banff feels very much like Disney Springs. So Banff is very picturesque, surrounded by mountains, as is Jasper. Can't see them today though, crazy snow. But yeah, it feels very much like Disney Springs, that's what it reminds me of. Well, Jasper has that different feel that I've just mentioned. I think Jack prefers Banff. Oh, I have a bit of a soft spot for Jasper, I have to admit. And when I say Jasper's a one street town, this is what I mean. Railway on one side, stores and stuff on the other. Another thing Canada has, which you soon learn if you find yourself at a railway crossroads, very long trains. Oh yes, and RVs. People who visit Jasper like their RVs. You tend to notice one or two brands, of which I forget the name, that everyone hires. See loads of them along the Icefield Parkway. Believe me, hit one of them at a rail junction, you're there 10 to 20 minutes. I'm aware I normally talk more about how I'm feeling on vlogs. The reason I haven't is this whole holiday has just blown me away. I am having trouble verbalising it as I go. So I have a feeling at the minute a lot of the vlogs are me just staring agape and expressing amazement without any context or feedback from myself. And I'll admit I'm still having that problem. And the reason is it doesn't feel like a holiday. We feel like we're just living life, travelling, moving around, doing what we want. The rental car's been a godsend. Let's go here, punch it in, off we go. And I've focused the vlog so far on the individual adventures, as if this is like a series of nature's theme park sort of stuff, not a contextual holiday where I go day 1, day 2, day 3. And that's going to continue. I'm going to do the individual places we visit as things in themselves, but occasionally maybe I'll do this sort of thing, because I haven't really walked around Banff and shown you what it's like, but I am intrigued by Jasper, and this snow's amazing. And this sort of thing is easier to do without Jack, because of course this isn't really interesting to Jack, right? He'd just get really bored. So while I find this fascinating. So I've reached the point where the shops start. And I think part of the reason it doesn't feel like a holiday is this is the first type of holiday of this type I've done. So my holidays have normally been Disney World, Las Vegas, you know, places like that, which are like a very commercial destination. Or there've been places in like Spain where you go to a hotel and stay there. This sort of adventure, move around, do shit, make it up as you go along almost. Never done it before, and as a result, it doesn't feel like a holiday. It feels like a life-changing experience. And I know that sounds strange, and I'm not going to be able to articulate to what degree it's a life-changing experience really till I've processed it when I get back. But it's going to be a life-changing experience somehow. I'm just not sure how yet. It has been absolutely phenomenal. So now we're coming up on the Jasper train station, which is interesting. I think it's the Jasper train station, we'll find out, because actually the Rocky Mountaineer leaves from me here at 8 o'clock in the morning. So the day we leave here to go back to Banff, I may see if I can spot the Rocky Mountaineer, which would be cool. Train station, but as you see, cargo train is still ongoing. If I was to walk a bit brisker or run my couched 5k now, I could probably outrun that train. I am assuming this is where the Rocky Mountaineer will pull in. So what's also been strange about the holiday so far, but not strange in a bad way, is I've not really been filming outside of the walks. I've been filming connecting tissue between the walks, but I've not necessarily filmed the evening or the meals or anything like that. I think that's because by the time we get to that, we are mentally and physically done. So therefore, we just relax and enjoy ourselves, and it hasn't really been part of the vlog. So another reason why I wanted to do this, give you a little picture of Jasper, even if it is in the snow. It is now getting ready, very snowy. Cargo train is still going. There seems to be a bit some sort of train museum thing here. I don't know whether the train museum is official, but there's certainly some standings type monuments like that steam train, and there's more modern Via type engines and carriages here, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go and have a look. I guess if you to try and rail across Canada, this will be the sort of carriage that you'd be using. I have looked into that. It seemed a bit awkward, didn't seem to be that luxurious, and also subject to epic delays because they have to go behind the cargo trains and stuff. And as you can tell, those cargo trains take their time. So it all seemed a bit too random for me and a bit basic, so not on the plan. Just want to add something about the weather, because we have had every weather forecast under the sun, and it's always changed. So today was supposed to be completely whited out. It's turned out it's snowed more in Jasper than where it was supposed to. Where it was supposed to snow a lot, absolutely sunny. And when it snowed in Athabasca Falls, it was absolutely awesome. So what can you say? So don't panic about the weather, deal with it as it comes, try and make the most of it, because the fact it snowed in Jasper is absolutely awesome. I think it adds to the frontier town experience, right? Brilliant. My experience is those cars could be waiting there a while. This is why I say it's like Twin Peaks. It has that one street town aspect like Twin Peaks. It's surrounded by mountains like Twin Peaks. It has the railway. It has crossroads with the red lights, and it's just, yeah, reminds me totally of Twin Peaks. Jack doesn't get that reference, of course, so he said it was like something out of a Stephen King novel, which is also correct. So it's like the closest thing I will come to being in a town that Stephen King built, which is awesome in and of itself. So I am now on the commercial side of the one street town. Though really it's a 1.5 street town, because there is some stuff on the other side. Closest thing to a town square. Railway trains again. The main street, the 1.5 street behind it. And it don't seem so long. You won't believe it. There's a cargo train going the other way now, and I can bet you those gates were up for all of 2 minutes or 2 cars worth of movement before a cargo train came the other way. Because that's what happened when we entered Banff. Jasper. Crazy. You can literally be at the train junctions forever. Okay, I'm on the road back to the hotel off the main thoroughfare. Two things I want to say before I shut off. One, how much animals have we seen? An elk in a car park we drove past on the Icefield Parkway today, but we couldn't stop. We passed it too quickly, but we did see it. That's it. No bears, anything like that. I don't sort of apologise, but I just want to bring it up again for not being as reflective, as informative, and the vlogs are taking a different it has just suddenly got much snow here. The vlogs are taking a different shape, as I say, because it's a different type of holiday. Other than that, hope you enjoyed a very snowy walk around Banff. Very random walk around as well, I will admit, but I'm really glad it snowed. It's really made the holiday, I have to say. I just have a small thing in the back of my mind that I hope it doesn't snow enough to disrupt our journey back over the Icefield Parkway. But other than that, it's been great.